Hello friends, welcome to our first practical of DLIC subject. Today we will be performing the non-inverting amplifier. We will be using LT-Spice for this simulation. So let's just start with the simulation. So this is the LT-Spice software. Here we have different components. We will be using the component part over here and select OP07 as the amplifier. Okay. So here we choose. Now we can use the shortcut R for getting the resistor. Now we will be needing three resistors. One over here in the path of the negative terminal towards the voltage source. One the path of the non-inverting terminal. Okay. We will rotate it using control R, and one we will need for the feedback path. So we will be building more circuit according to this. Now we need a voltage source. The shortcut in the LT-Spice for getting a voltage source is V. We can simply get a voltage source by pressing V on the keyboard. Okay. Similarly, we need two more voltage source for supplying voltage here. Okay. Now to get the ground, we can use the G key on our keyboard. This is the shortcut for getting ground on LT-Spice. We can simply place G and get the ground potential. And we can place it over here. Similarly, we will be placing it over here and one over here. Okay. So now we will be connecting all of these components using wire. So to start with, we start with the ground to the voltage source. Now from the voltage source to this resistor. You see, very conveniently in LT-Spice we can connect these elements. So yes, this part is done. Now we will be connecting the feedback. So here is our feedback resistor. Here we go. Connect it simply. We just place it on front. We just do this. Yeah. So we are done with this part. Now we will be connecting the voltage sources. So we simply put a wire here and one here. So now our circuit is almost ready. We have created the inverting amplifier circuit really quick using the LT-Spice software. Now we will be simulating this to get the output graphs. So a quick explanation on what is an inverting amplifier. So an inverting amplifier is, suppose here before explaining this, I would like to tell you a small change. We will be changing it to using the advanced settings to a sine input. Okay, so the values will be giving a DC offset of 0, net amplitude to be 1, and the frequency to be 1 kilohertz. So we have made these changes. Now, what does this mean? This means that at the input we will be having a sine wave which will be fed to the inverting terminal. This is the negative sign stands for the inverting terminal of the operational amplifier. This positive sign is as the non-inverting terminal. So now, once this sine wave enters the inverting terminal, what will happen is the inverting amplifier at the output will give a 180-degree out of phase wave. Yeah, so that's what the inverting amplifier does. So whenever we give a sine wave, whatever the sine wave, the output will be exactly 180-degree out of phase. This is what the inverting amplifier does. We would be definitely checking it through the output graph. Now, one small thing over here is that which we have to do is the net levels. We will need to place the net levels over here. How can we place the net levels? There are two options. Either you can click over here. Okay, so I'll show you first this option. We can just click over here and get the label net. And suppose we just say this is VCC. What we can do is we can place this VCC all over the components, irrespective of what it is originally. Okay, so now what changes we need to make is that we need to change this to VW. Similarly, this needs to be changed to VW, and the rest of our things are being taken care of. Now we'll have to make changes of the values of the resistor. So we'll be changing this value to 1K and this value also to 1K, and we will be changing this to 4.8K. Now, many of you all might be having questions that why this particular values only. So, guys, there's no compulsion of using this value. This is just values which I had in my head and I put them to. You can take any values according to your required gain, and so your output graph will definitely be modified or will come according to whatever register values you put in. Okay, so we are done with this part. Now, the only thing left is we will need to put this voltage values. We can put this as 15 volts over here and 15 volts over here. So we are done with this part. Okay, so our input is from here and output will be from here. We can name this well. Okay, I'll do that also. We will be naming this as V output. Okay, and this will be our V input. We'll be just renaming it to V. Okay. So we are done with the circuit. Now I'll be showing you the simulation. The simulation is damn easy. Okay, so one more step before we reach the simulation is we need to mention the stop time. So for here, for our convenience, we will be putting it as 0.005, and here we are ready with it. Okay, so there was this similar circuit I made earlier. Now we'll be simulating on this. Here we go. So we had mentioned 1 volt peak, so this will be 2 volts peak to peak. Okay, so now we have our input wave with us. Now we'll go for our output. Now what do you guys see is basically whatever input we have given, the output is exactly 180 degree out of phase. So this is what our inverting amplifier does. We will be definitely looking at it for the non-inverting amplifier. We will be making a completely new circuit and we will be seeing how the non-inverting amplifier shows the output graph, and we will be studying its properties. So guys, now we will be continuing with our inverting amplifier. For inverting amplifier, again through this component option, we will be selecting OP07. Okay. So now after selecting this OP07, like what we did for the previous experiment, we will be placing the resistors. Also one more thing guys, once you place the op-amp, don't forget to press the escape button to get out of the component selection, or else it will keep on popping up for you. That's a small suggestion. So now we'll start the resistance. So what we do is now, like in the last experiment, we had connected the voltage source to the inverting terminal. Now we'll be connecting it to the non-inverting terminal, which is the plus sign over here. I'll be showing you. Over this plus sign will be the non-inverting terminal, and we'll be connecting the voltage source over here. Now we'll be placing our resistors. First resistor we will be placing in series with this. Now we will be placing one for the feedback part. I think we are done with the resistors. Now we will be placing a voltage source over here, one over here, and one over here for our supply. Okay. So we are almost done. Now we will be placing the grounds. Okay. So here we can simply place a ground. Placing on ground. Okay, so now we are done with the circuit. We will be connecting it to the wire. Okay, so here we go. We connected it to the inverting terminal first, a resistor and a ground terminal. Now I will be connecting the non-inverting terminal with the voltage source and ground. Now I will be giving it the feedback path. Okay, so here we go. We simply connect it all over here, and we are done. Okay, so now we will be connecting this to voltage source as well. Okay, so now we will be placing the net labels. As I said earlier, we will be just using one label and we will be just renaming it conveniently. This is VCC over here. We are done. Again, like we did for the first experiment, we will be changing this to a sine voltage. Okay, so we can keep it again 0, 1 and 1K. Okay, those settings are done. Now we will be changing this resistor values. Okay, we will make this 1K. We can make this 3.8K. can make yeah, I think we are done with the resistor value. Now I'll be changing this to 15 volts, the voltages. So here we go, change this to 15 volts. We'll be changing this in the future, of course. VCC. We are also will be making the necessary changes. So we are done with VVE, VCC. We have connected the ground terminals. We have given the resistor values. We have given the voltage values. Now we will be running it through here. It will ask us for the stop time. Again we will be converting it to 0.05 here. Yeah. Now we will be ready for our simulations. So when we put the terminal, we can see 2 volt peak to peak supply. Now I will be checking the output. So yeah, for distinguishing it very clearly, I would like to change this color. Yeah, so we can just right click on the selected trace, and here we will get the panel for changing the default color. We can conveniently change it to any color we like. I think this color suits me because it goes well with the contrast of my eyes, so I can see the color very well. So here we can see in the inverting amplifier, what was happening is it was doing 180 degree out of phase, but now it is in phase with the input signal. So this is the non-inverting amplifier. So that's it from my side, guys. Anything else you will require, you can put in.